Hey guys, I felt kind of like doing a vlog today, and I didn't really have a topic, and then I was just sitting there, and I was just having one of those days where I just have all these like really big dreams, and maybe you don't quite understand that, so I'll talk about it more. So I'm going to talk about big dreamers and why that's not such a good thing, and also why it's a good thing. Like, there's pros and cons here. To being a big dreamer. Like, I always have these big fantastic ideas, and then they fall short, or I'm not motivated enough to complete them. So, yeah, we're going to talk about big dreams. So, yeah, big dreams. I actually, long before I started seriously YouTubing, I had dreams of YouTubing in a quite different fashion than I actually do now. Back in like seventh grade or so, when like Narnia first came out, yeah, like that was the big thing, and I thought it was so cool. And so me and my friends decided we were going to do a spoof of it and call it Cornea, and it was actually pretty great. Like, I was like trying to direct some cinematography, and like we were actually doing costuming out of like my old dress up box from when I was little and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And we did it for one day, and we got like halfway through it, but we did it on my mom's camera, and my mom deleted it. And so then my mom felt bad about that, so she gave me a camera for my birthday. Then when that came, and I was like, "Let's redo it, guys." And my friends were like, "Oh my God, is she serious? We are not redoing that. That like took hours, and that was kind of boring." And I was like, "That was really fun, guys." And they were like, "No." But even like years after they said no, and I didn't even have like any actors anymore for it because all my friends like left and stuff. I was like still thinking about how I could do it, how I could make it funnier, how I could change things and incorporate new friends and stuff, but it never came through, and really probably would have been terrible, but it was one of those things where I was like, this is going to be so bad, it's going to make it hilarious to the point where we're YouTube famous, and it never happened. So things almost work out better if it's spontaneous instead of a big dream, because big dreams, I waste a lot of sleep just thinking about all these great ideas that never happen because either people won't get on board with me or I don't have the motivation myself because I'm actually a very lazy person. It is very hard for me to motivate myself, but if there is somebody, like if I have a friend who's like hyper enough to motivate me, I am good. Then my big dreams can actually go somewhere. So that doesn't happen that often though. Like, it's really hard to find somebody to motivate you. There's more like big dreams that happen. Like when I first started writing lyrics and playing guitar, I had these larger dreams of what I could do with that, which really panned out to be not that possible once I found out that I have a lot of stage fright. Not really stage fright, I just don't like that much attention on me, and I was like uncomfortable and stuff. It just, like, I realized that those dreams were not possible in any way. I'm also realistic. I will know when to give up on a big dream, but yeah. Last fall, like my first semester of college, I decided there wasn't a good enough pop culture club, and so me and my new friends were gonna make one, but then of course we didn't have enough motivation to go through with it, and really we didn't need the extra work. Like, we already were pretty full on our schedules because we also did other activities. So yeah, like these big dreams, there's just so many struggles, and it's really not fun having them. Because, like I said, I lose a lot of sleep thinking about things that are never going to happen that would be spectacular if they could. Like, I don't even know. I have so many. But today, my big dream that just went poof into my head, because I've been thinking about con, because I'm going to an anime con coming up here at the beginning of July, and I was like just sitting around thinking, and I was like, my college campus has a building that would just be superb for a con setup. Like, there's an auditorium at the front of it, which could be for big events or guest speakers or such. And then at the back of it, there's a gym, which could be like the artist alley kind of panel area. And then there's like also some small rooms upstairs, right upstairs from there, which could be panel rooms or game rooms. And then also there's like classrooms down the hall that could be great panel rooms. And I'm just like thinking and thinking, and I'm getting all these ideas, and I'm like, wow, would that be a cool con? Because it's just like this one big building. And it wouldn't really be a big con, it'd be a small con, definitely. And I don't even think I could do it, really. Um, I don't know, I don't feel like I could get enough people on board with me or find ways to be organized enough. But that is one big dream where, whoo, would that be cool to actually do it? Like, oh my god. Um, and I would want to make it not just an anime con because I am very into K-pop and K-dramas. So it'd be more like an Asian culture con, which I think would be so much fun because a lot of the cons in my area, which there aren't very many to speak of anyways, but they're strictly like anime. They have to be Japanese. Like even like all the panels are like about anime or occasionally Vocaloid or something like that because that's Japanese. But really, it's like really strict, and I kind of wish it could be a little more open to Korea because yeah, it's cool stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. Taking this big dream to a smaller level, I've thought about things like maybe someday hosting my own panel at a con because I was actually put on a panel at my very first con because they needed the character I was cosplaying, and I was like, heck yeah, I have no idea what a panel is, but let's do this. And it turned out being at midnight, and I was falling over asleep, and then J. Michael Tatum walked in, and the whole room was screaming, and yeah, it was a Black Butler panel, so Sebastian walks in, everyone's screaming. Yeah, it was crazy, but he was very drunk. Yep, he came up and he stood on the panel stage behind me, and he was weaving and breathing on us, and I could just smell the alcohol just sitting on the air. But good memories, you see, so I've thought about possibly doing a panel, but right now I'm so into K-pop and such that the only panel I think I'd get across successfully is a K-pop one, which of course cons around here want Japanese stuff, so yeah, it's a struggle. But anyways, another big dream that I've thought about is seeing as that now Whistling Gypsy and I are relatively well known on YouTube, like this tiny much, for being anime reaction watchers, that someday it would be so cool to like travel around to different cons as a guest because we are so famous for being anime reaction watchers. Like, would that not be so cool to be able to do that? But college kid, don't have money, and yeah, we don't have that many fans yet, so not that many people would be interested. But I mean, it's just like these big dream ideas that are really awesome and then obnoxious because they're not going to happen and I'm going to waste time on them. Really, really annoying, actually, because you'd think it'd be great to have these big dreams. Like, I think it'd be fun to think of these big, wonderful dreams, but they don't go anywhere. And I really wish they could, because, like, yeah. I just finished a K-drama today. The very end of it was like, chase your dreams. And I was like, if I could, I can't. It just doesn't really work that way. I don't know. It's hard. Life just gets in the way and stops you. So, yeah. Big dreams. A lot of fun, and I have so many of them throughout my life. Like, I only mentioned a few. But, really, I have, like, notebooks full of, like, me writing down all these ideas, because I'm gonna use them someday. And I'm sure it's not gonna happen, because those ones I had back when I was in 7th grade never came to anything. So, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want to tell me in the comments your big dreams, I'd love to hear them. I I know they don't usually come to much, but they're a lot of fun to think about, so maybe I'll keep dwelling on them even if they're annoying, because they don't happen. If you want to follow me on Tumblr, I'm Topazzle, Topazzle. Stay tuned to our channel, even though we are on a hiatus for the anime reactions, because we will probably be uploading stuff about Con. So yeah, that'll be fun. Lots of fun, us in cosplay and being the awesome nerds we are. Plus, our new reactioner will be at the con with us. Yeah, that'll be interesting for you. So, yeah.